Hello, Sarah. Tess is a little over 3 years old now, and she's been through some live bird training, a little bit of training with live birds for steadiness, and then also doing retrieves on live birds, blind retrieves on shot live birds. So we've done a lot. We've made a lot of progress, and she's actually been out to the western United States and done quite a few retrieves, doubles, triples, and so forth. And she hasn't done too bad in that regard. We started to run into trouble is we had this one particular very long retrieve where I had dropped a canvasback duck and I tried to send her. And we had done blind work before, both with live birds and dummies, that had gone okay. We had run into a few problems. And she's just not going. She's not going to go out there. And I'm not sure if it's that she didn't see the bird, and she doesn't have the bird in sight, and it's just not worth it for her to go. But she's not going to do this blind retrieve. And I tried a couple different times to get her to go, and she's just not having it. She finally did go, I think the third time, probably because she can actually see the bird now. Luckily, the wind was coming towards us, so it was blowing the bird closer. If it had been going the other way, we probably would have lost the bird, or we would have had to scramble to grab the kayak and go out and make the retrieve ourselves. And so I came out of this with something to work on. She has to be. I want her to be reliable on doing blind retrieves, even if she doesn't want to or she can't see the bird. She needs to go. So that was kind of what I set my sights on working on, is total blind retrieves when we got back. So we've been working on extending the length of our total blind retrieves at home, working with dummies, and that wasn't going too bad. She tends to do what they in the States call popping, where she'll get out 50 yards or 100 yards, and then she'll stop and turn and look to me for directions. And we've been having this kind of hesitation where she doesn't want to go on total blind water retrieves. And so these are things that I've been wanting to work on by doing a few retrieves every other day, but it seems to have gone downhill. And here's yesterday's session. But anymore, in the last few days, I'm lucky if I get her 5 steps away from me before she stops and looks back. And in this case, she's just not going to go at all. She just is not interested. Sort of not really paying attention to me. She goes out and she's just kind of wandering, and I really don't know what to do when this happens. The other thing I've been running into, and this has been happening pretty consistently, is when she's on a retrieve, or sort of half on a retrieve like this, she doesn't want to respond to recall. She's out there and she just does not want to come back, and in this case I'm just going to go get her. And this is we're at a truly low point and in our retrieving, in our training, where everything just seems to sort of have fallen apart and gone downhill. And it seems like the more I try to correct this or get past it and get back to a dog that actually goes someplace when I tell her back, the worse it gets. So I'm just not sure what to do. So just to summarize, hesitating on blinds, staying at my side when I release her to go do a blind, or going 5 steps and then stopping and looking back. All that reluctance is really the major thing that I'm trying to deal with right now. The other thing is trying to recall her when she's out on a retrieve. If she comes back to me, she's just really sluggish, sort of nose to the ground, and just does not want to come back once she's out there looking for something. That is the main 2 complaints that I have. So what I'm looking to do is to set up a training routine, a daily routine, to try to address these things and try to get from here back to a dog that actually goes. When I tell her back, will actually go out there with some sort of enthusiasm and some sort of zest, because we just seem to be getting worse on a daily basis. So we'd like to hear your thoughts and ideas in that regard. Okay? Take care.